This is a take two. I went to fix something real quick, and I don't know what happened. Again, it's just not been my day. This is a video. This is a video take two on. This is part two on video time with the Bible. That means I've really just got to get everything straight here. I mean, not my day. Honest to God, not my day. You know, it's just kind of interesting enough that you know that the world is going crazy, and we're gonna do a couple of different things here. Here, I realized that first video messed up, and now we're just gonna take two on this. Our next set of readings comes from the first book of Paul, the First Corinthians. Begin with the 15th chapter, tail end of the 12th verse, begin with the 13th, all the way down to the 58th. Chapter 16, 1 to 24. Here we go. Okay, that was 1 Corinthians chapter 15, tail end of the 15th chapter, tail end of the 12th verse, begin with the 13th, all the way down to 58, chapter 16, 1 to 24. We're not quite done yet, folks, so just hang in there. We really got to put some time together. We kind of messed up the first video, and this is a take two. Part two, that is. Our second set of readings is coming from the second epistle of Paul, the Epistle to Corinthians, beginning with the third chapter, 7th verse, down to 18. Chapter 4, 1 through 18. Chapter 5, 1 through 21. And chapter 6, 1 to 18, and chapter 2, verses 1 to 3. Here we go. Okay, that was from the second book of Chronicles, beginning with the third chapter, 7th verse, all the way down to the 18th. Chapter 4, 1 to 15. Chapter 5, 1 to 21. Chapter 6, 1 to 18. And chapter 7, 1 to 3. Now, as I was saying in the other video, I want to make a point. Folks, we need to pray before we go into the election here in the States. Around the world needs prayer. I mean, the war in Israel right now, the war in the Ukraine, and the war in maybe there's a war in your backyard. I don't know. But I'll put it to you this way, if there's a war, we need to pray about it. If there's a war in this country, we need to pray about. People, once again, are so divided. Once again, we are so divided in this country. It's really starting to hurt. And I'll tell you the reasons why right now. It's really starting to hurt because we are becoming a divided country once again. I thought it was crazy 8 years ago. It's way crazier now. I thought it was nuts 4 years ago. It's so divided now. It's not even hilarious. I mean, everybody is really starting to put things together. Folks, our next Bible reading comes from the book of Galatians, chapter 4. Tail end of the 9th verse, begin with the 10th, all the way down to 31, and chapter 5, 1 through 26. Here we go. Okay, that was from the book of Galatians, chapter 4. Begin with the 10th chapter all the way down to 31. And chapter 5, 1 through 26. Hang on. We're still not done yet because we still got a little bit more to do. There's a reason for it. Because like I said, this is a part 2, and we need to take care of the situation that occurred on the first video, which we'll be downloading here in a few. First we'll get that, and then we'll get part 1 and part 2 done. Our next set of readings comes from the book of the Philistines, Paul's letter to the Philistines. That's Ephesians. Beginning with the 2nd chapter. Tail end the 14th verse, beginning with the 15th all the way down to 22. Chapter 3, 1 to 21, and chapter 4, 1 to 21. Here we go. Okay, that was the book of the Philistines. I believe that's how I pronounce. That's the way you pronounce it. Ephihans, chapter 3. Now, chapter 2, excuse me. Tail end, the 14th verse begins the 15th down to 21. Chapter 3, 1 through 20, and chapter 4, 1 to 21. Now, is it more important now to we, as Christians, begin to really read our Bibles? Yes. I've been stressing this for weeks. It's becoming more critical now. It's becoming more critical now that we as Christians begin to read our Bibles. It is becoming more critical now than it ever has been. And that's the truth right there. It has become more critical now than to read our Bibles than ever before. Our next set of reading, because I'm going to tell you, like I've been saying, we need to pray. We need to pray. We need to pray. Not only about this election, but quite a few other things too. Our next set of readings comes from the first epistle of Philistines, beginning with the 2nd chapter, till end the 8th verse, beginning with the 9th, going down to 20. Chapter 3, 1 to 13, chapter 4, 1 to 18, chapter 5, 1 to 28, and 2nd epistle of Paul, the epistle to the Philistines, chapter 1, 1 to 12, and chapter 2, 1 and 2. Here we go. Okay, that was from the first book of Philistines, chapter 2, verses 9 through 20, chapter 3, 1 through 13, chapter 4, 1 to 18, chapter 5, 1 to 28, and 2nd Philistines, chapter 1, 1 through 12, and chapter 2, 1 and 2. Why is it so important that we? Why do I keep stressing this all the time? We need to pray, folks. We really do, folks. We're in such a mess right now. We're in such of a mess right now in this country. It's not even hilarious. Our last set of Bible readings for the day comes from the book. First book of Timothy, chapter 4, 1 to 16, chapter 5, 1 to 25, chapter 6, 1 to 21, 2nd Timothy, 2nd epistle of Paul to Timothy, chapter 1, 1 to 16. Here we go. Okay, that was from the book of Timothy, beginning with the first book of Timothy, from 1 to 16, chapter 4, 1 to 16, chapter 5, 1 to 25, chapter 6, 1 to 21. Then we're right into 2 Timothy, chapter 1 to 16. I guess I can actually say this, because I just realized that part 1 will be, part 1 is discretionary, and this part 2 makes our goal. Makes our goal on YouTube. We're at 324 videos now. I just realized that now, starting right now, we go into our campaign for right after this video posted is on YouTube. We've made our goal. We started a new goal, 425 by the end of next year. We started a new goal of 425. If we've made it this far, and this is only August, by the end of this year, we should have pretty close to that goal. You don't know that, but nothing's a guarantee. But I guarantee one thing: we'll be working our butts off just trying to get up to our next goal, which is 425. And the very next video starts that goal. This second part of the Bible, video time with the Bible, actually sets up our second goal. This will be our 324th video, so the downloads for our YouTube, and man, I couldn't be more happy because we got 2 videos done. Plus, well, thanks to a screw up on this phone's part, we got our 2 videos that we needed for our discretionary. Plus, there's a Rod for Cancer video out there right now, discretionary. But I cannot stress enough here in the closing. Folks, if there ever was a time that we need to pray, now would be the time. I'm serious. Now would be the time. You know, as the weather gets hotter out here, I mean, today's miserable out in West Virginia. I don't know what part of the country you're in, but right now today is miserable out here in West Virginia. And like I said, you never know what kind of world there really is. Also, I'd just like to say one other thing, saying a bit of a retro side before we go into my usual routine here for this end of the video. I'd just like to say something. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of interesting stuff here on YouTube, and this just comes with the prayer and everything. I've been starting to see these videos on YouTube and on Facebook start to pop up about the election. I've heard some good points, I've heard some bad points, and I've heard people just say, no. So, here's my suggestion. Pray, pray, pray. I know I mentioned the word prayer, but I always say, did I mention the word prayer? Yes. Pray. Did I mention the word pray? Yes, I did. We need a lot of prayer right now. Just in this country alone. We're so divided, it's not even funny. Just something to think about. And here's something else just to think about. You know, the 50th anniversary of this year is Lake Shear Energy. I know this is kind of a side note, but I must go ahead and get it out. There's a group of women, it's called, I won't say the name of the show, but there's a group of women who have a podcast And they're encouraging women to buy one pair of Lakeshore Energy suntan or nude or beige, and another sheer tight, off white, off black, black, and sheer black, and just wear not only one pair but two pairs of Lakeshore Energy sometime this year, just for the 50th anniversary. I just thought I'd get that out. But before you even do that, pray about that too. But the more important is to pray for Israel, pray for the election, pray for Ukraine, and pray for all over the world. Just pray for all over the world, because every part of the world right now is suffering in some way. I mean that. Peace. Greece for peace. Aloha. We serve men and women serving around the world, all ranks for U.S. military and the veterans. We love you madly. Gracious Father, thank you for these two videos. And Lord, may the first one be a blessing as well as this one. Lord, as we prepare now to download, Lord, I ask that we as Americans begin to pray and get into our Bibles. Yes, we need to start getting into Bibles big time. We need to start getting our nose back in the book, not only here in the States but around the world. Lord, we ask a lot of you, and to understand what the United States of America, Canada, all over Central America, all over South America, all over Asia, all over Europe, all over Africa, all over Australia, Tasmania, and all the islands all around the world. Everywhere from one island to the next, from sea to shining sea, all around the world. Pray for those who are sick this day. Pray for those who are just not feeling well. Pray for those who have to bear unbearable heat. Gracious Father, thank you for everything you've done for us. Now, as the Lord and Savior has taught us, we are bold to say, Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, shall will be done on earth as in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not to temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it as always. Like I said, this is two videos. One will get downloaded, and then this one will come on as part 2. Video time with the Bible. Peace out. We'll talk to y'all again soon.